going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today, hey, we are back with a full IPL regular season recap video, whatever you want to damn call it. We are here today and we're going to be going through the entire 2023 IPL regular season, all the stats, the table, the players, the disappointments, the surprise packets, just all of that good stuff, because of course the playoffs do officially start tonight I guess tomorrow for me at 12 a.m, but technically tonight for everyone else. So hey, if you are new around here, subscribe, leave a like, and comment down below. Get your predictions in now. Who you think will win, I want to say, the IPL. Just comment down your predictions now. Who will make the final and who will win that damn final. It's going to be a huge final. There are some 4 teams left that are full of firepower. It's been one of the closest IPL seasons in history, and it was a pretty blockbuster finish to the season as well. A few things had to go your way for certain teams, and in my case, as a Punjab fan, they did not go our way, but that is no surprise. So we're going to jump straight into this one. Subscribe if you're new, leave a like, share it around to Tumblr. That's pretty much all the social medias I know. Let's jump straight into it. So of course we will go over the matches just quickly here and what is coming up in the rest of the season. Playoffs, GT versus CSK down there in Chennai. Now, what do you guys think about this? I don't know how I feel about this. So Gujarat Titans, they come first in the table. They were comfortably the best team this season. And then they have to play their first playoff game in Chennai, which is the home ground of CSK, who didn't come first at all. So that's kind of the thing that doesn't make sense to me. Like, why do we set, places to play playoffs? Why don't we just give the game to the team that comes first? Why don't we just play the semi-final at Ahmedabad in Narendra Modi Stadium? I know that the final's going to be played there, but it feels a bit unfair to the Gujarat Titans that they have to play a qualifying final when they came first in Chennai at the home team of the team that came second. I don't know, it doesn't make much sense to me, but I guess they do that for ticket sales and for fans and all of that stuff. I guess it makes sense, but I don't really like it. Like, if that was my team, if Punjab somehow made the playoffs and we came first, and then we had to play our first game at let's say, Chinnaswamy or, Cheepork, you're not feeling great, are you? So, yeah, interesting selection choice there for the stadium, but that's going to be a ripping match there. And then you've got LSG Mumbai for the second playoff game, which is also in Chennai, which, how come they do that? How come they do that? Can someone explain to me why that is a thing? Why they set certain locations as certain playoff spots? Like, I feel like, at least for LSG, the game should be played in Lucknow because they finished higher and they deserve a finals position at their own home ground. That's kind of the way I see it, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, does it? Because we've got 2 great finals that are coming right up, with the first one tonight, of course, and then you jump straight into the other little qualifying match from here. So it'll be whoever wins out of GT and CSK goes straight into the final, right? And then whoever wins this will then play the loser of this, and then they'll play off for that last position in the final against either GT or CSK. So we're either going to see Hardik Pandya and Ashish Nehra back in the final, or we're going to see that man Dhoni and Stephen Fleming back in the final. So it's going to be an interesting one there. In saying that, though, let's jump at the table. Let's have a look at the final 4, but let's also have a look at the other teams who depressed us, disgusted us, and upset us brutally this season. So let's get into it. You know what? If your team finished in the top 4, congratulations, but get fucked for now, all right? I'm sorry, but we need to talk about the teams from 5th and below, because this is where the pain sets in. Rajasthan Royal fans. No. Where are you guys? I haven't been... You know what? that's unfair of me, because I think they might have more fans than Punjab at sometimes. Like on Twitter and stuff, I definitely see more Rajasthan fans than, honestly, like Delhi fans, Punjab fans as well. So that's probably a little bit unfair from me. But for a team that made the final, has been around that benchmark the last few seasons, pretty disappointing for them to finish 5th. They finished, the season pretty shit. They started the season so well. Butler, Sampson were on fire. They got, the introduction of Jarrell in that middle order, who was fantastic. Probably their bowling that may have let them down. Trent Bolt started on fire early. Yuzi had another amazing season. He is now the leading wicket taker in IPL history. Of course, Jaiswal came onto the scene and proved why he is Rajasthan's, in my opinion, #1 player now. Forget that Irishman, Jos Buttler. Get him out of here. But speaking of Jos Buttler, started off well and then just did completely nothing for the rest of the season. Now, he had a few good little edgy knocks here and there, but really, Rajasthan relied so damn heavily this year on Jaiswal, and I think it was their detriment. They have guys like Hetmai down the order, but just not enough to get it done and help them make the playoffs. And Sanju Samson, I'm a big fan of Sanju. As the skipper, you've got to stand up, my friend. You have got to stand up. If you want to be playing for Team India, if he wants to be this guy who is, one of India's future greats, that's how a lot of people talk about him. He needs to kind of show up a little bit more for Rajasthan at the back end of the year. I feel like he does this a little bit the last couple years as well. Like, he starts the season on fire, hitting 60s, 70s, and he looks like, a really good, solid role player. And then there will be games where you just don't get what the hell he's doing out there with the bat in hand. But look, I love you, Sanju. We just got to get a bit of consistency, okay? RCB in 6 now. Where are my RCB fans at? Comment down below now. I know that there's obviously, a good amount of you on social media. I probably see RCB fans on social media more than anyone. Probably with CSK and Mumbai fans, probably the other two fan bases I see the most. And I tell you what, Twitter was a rough place to be the other night. Look, obviously, I know about the situation, the whole stuff after RCB lost. I did see all the social media stuff and the stuff to Gill's sister and all of that. We don't condone that over here. We don't do that. That's not what cricket's about. That's fucked up. If you were a part of that, don't do that. Look at yourself in the mirror. Don't do that shit. It's not cool. It's not funny. It's embarrassing. Just because something didn't go your way does not mean you just flat out abuse and do that crap. It's not. Just be an adult about it, Like, it's okay to lose. It sucks to lose, especially as an RCB fan who no doubt you are a massive Kohli fan. You've had to watch Faf du Plessis and Virat Kohli dominate this entire season just to finish 6th. It's rough. It sucks. But what we don't do, we don't abuse people's families. We don't abuse players. We don't do that stuff because at the end of the day, they're just people too. They're just there to make a living for their family. And, at the end of the day, it's just not worth it in my opinion. The RCB, another trophyless season, along with Delhi and Punjab. So it's good to see those 3 teams in the bottom part again. Kolkata, 6 wins. They came 7th. Shah Rukh Khan, he's not going to be happy with this one. But you know what? I think going into this season, I don't think I had many hopes for Kolkata being a very good team. It proved me wrong. They finished above Punjab. So they were better than us. They have a guy named Rinku Singh who was comfortably the highlight of my season for Kolkata to watch. He was good. Sexy. He's beautiful. He's a great cricket player. He's got a cool smile. He's got big muscles. He has a nice jawline as well. It's very sharp. He could steal your girl if he wanted. He's just that guy. And I did see this morning on Instagram, he posted about going past 1 million Instagram followers. So, you know what? That's very cool for Rinku Singh, and it just shows the impact of arguably the greatest cricketer of this generation. But Kolkata, look, what they can look at for next season, Getting their skipper back, oh yeah, would be the big one. I thought Sunil Narayan actually came into some form late into the season, and I thought Dre Russ was still serviceable enough. Lord Takua, though, wasn't consistent enough. Do they look at moving him on and bringing in a new all-rounder? I don't know. Let me know what you're thinking, Kolkata fans. Into number 8. Punjab. Now, I almost in my right mind just want to go, all right, Punjab in 8th, move on to the next team, because I did have that whole video about Punjab when we lost to the Delhi Capitals at Dharamsala. Dharamshala, actually, is how you say it. Dharamshala, right? Because I was calling it Dharamsala. It's actually Dharamshala with the SH. So I was saying it wrong pretty much the whole time. That's on me. Anyhow, Punjab. So 8th for us. Pretty's not happy. I'm not happy. Shika's not happy. Odin Smith's not happy. You know, former legend of this franchise. He expected better from the boys, and so did I. Go fuck yourself, franchise. Seriously, like, you know, how do we win big games in Chennai? I think we won in Kolkata. I think we won in Lucknow. We had a win in Chinnaswamy. Don't correct me for that. That may be wrong. But we had big wins outside of our home stadium, and it made me feel good inside. And then we would lose comfortably in games at home. And it just makes you think, what the fuck's wrong with us? Like, what's so mentally wrong that we win games away from home and then we get into our home stadium in front of our home fans and we're like, this is too much, boys, too much pressure. Like, damn it, you know, it sucks. Not having Livingston for half of the season was shit. Not having Bairstow at all this year was shit. Matt Shaw in and out of the team. I thought he was actually good in patches. Who else is there? Name me some other people. Sam Curran, I thought, had his moments, but he needed a bit more. If you're going to be picked up for that sort of price tag, we need to see a bit more from him. I thought Prab Simran came along very good this season. Arshdeep backed himself up. Kagiso was terrible this year, respectfully. Not terrible, but not what we need. Shah Rukh Khan moments. Jitesh Sharma, pretty good. Shah Rukh Khan, I think I spoke about him, but you don't see much from him ever. Sikandar Raza needed to play more games. Shikhar Dhawan started well, finished poorly. Some pretty average captaincy at times too. So I think this franchise, yeah, this is probably where it deserves to be. Delhi Capitals in 9th. So they end up getting off the bottom of the ladder, which probably a few weeks ago you wouldn't have thought they would get more than 2 wins. But here they are with 5 wins. One of them against Punjab. We move on from that. 5 and 9. Yeah, I mean, Ricky Ponting, like, it just shows how good of a coach he is. Let's be honest, this team on paper, the Delhi Capitals, comfortably the worst team on paper. Like, not good. It's not a great team, I'm going to be honest. But, I mean, like, once they got their full 11 together towards the end of the season, it looked really solid and competitive. And they started to make runs, take wickets. Like, they looked like a team that had meshed and gelled together. In that last game against Punjab, against Chennai, they looked like they were actually building something. But the season's over now, so you can build that for next year if you want. But Riley Roos out, you know, had that 1 century, but then goes out for a duck the next game. It just shows, you know, hit and miss with him. No Rishabh, massive loss. David Warner, I thought, was fantastic this year as captain. Absolutely brilliant. And he deserves a lot of credit for that franchise for even getting 5 wins. Prithvi Shaw, not to be. Who else is there? Ishant Sharma had some moments. Phil Salt, I guess. Mitch Marsh moments. No, there's not a lot else that I can think of. We're going to do another video in the future going through every team and what they need for next season, but we'll do that a bit later on. And Sunrisers Hyderabad in 10th. Kava, I actually don't know how you pronounce her name properly. I know there's like a V before the Y, I think. Or is it the other way around? Anyways, I'll edit that out. They come 10th. Their franchise is just not well. It's not well, man. Other than Henrik Klassen, maybe a bit of little Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. Not well. It's not good. Harry Brooks sucks. You bought him for about half the franchise's money. Yeah, I mean, look, do you retain him for next season? Yes, obviously, but fuck me. I mean, gee whiz, he doesn't look great. Who else is even playing for that franchise? I mean, like, a guy like Umran Malik had a terrible season. Washington Sundar had an average season until he got injured. Natarajan had his moments. Bhuvi had moments. Who else plays there? Goodness me. Tripathi had moments. Abhishek Sharma had moments. But it was a team that was full of moments. They just didn't have any consistency in the team. And if it wasn't for Henrik Klassen, I worry that team may have not, like, Jesus Christ. Let's go through it for a moment. I just want to run through the players. Markram, terrible this season. He needs to go, seriously. He's not a good captain, in my opinion. That may be brutal, but yeah, that's just my opinion anyway. Glenn Phillips, yeah, whatever. Abdul Samad had about one moment, and that was it. Mayank, he made 50 and celebrated like 100. Probably shows where they're at. Vivrant Sharma, moments. Jansen, moments. This guy, moments. The wicketkeeper, I think. Mayank Makande. That's a highlight. Mayank was quite good this season. Mayank Degar came in late. He was okay. Felzark was okay. Adil Rashid barely got played. And same with Akil Hussain. I thought Akil Hussain is one of the more underrated white ball bowlers / batsmen in this generation. And he doesn't get played in the IPL that much, which disappointed me. But yeah, you wouldn't expect much more from Sunrisers Hyderabad, would you? So yeah, so that is how the table finishes off. The bottom 5 there. Pretty depressing if you're a fan of any of those teams. At least if you're a Rajasthan or RCB fan, like, I feel like you got something this year. Like, you had the purple cap, the orange cap winners around the team, like Yuzi, and then you've got Siraj for RCB, Faf, Maxi, Virat, obviously, and then Rajasthan, you got Butler, Jaiswal, Sanju. So you've got the stars, you've got the people you can love on both teams. Just, yeah, a bit of inconsistency through that middle order. All right, jumping into the purple and orange cap now. Also, I have to apologize. I just realized how close I was actually sitting to the camera. Like, I don't know why I do that, but sometimes in my videos, like, I lean forward and then my face is, like, right up to the camera. Oh, sometimes I just need to edit that out. But anyway, we're going to jump straight into it. Orange and purple cap. Still going. Of course, it does go through the playoffs, which I find a bit weird sometimes. I feel like it's like a regular season award, but then if you're unlucky enough to miss the playoffs, then you just get ruled out. It's like KL Rahul a few years ago, where he won the orange cap, but of course Punjab didn't even make it to the playoffs. It's quite incredible achievement. But anyways, Faf du Plessis, King. I mean, him and wow, that's crazy to think that the top 3. 2 of the top 3 aren't even in the playoffs. So Faf and Virat both in there. Both incredible seasons. Faf du Plessis, what a warrior. You know, to deal with that back injury all season, to make the most runs this season. I kind of doubted him a little bit. Like, I watched him in the Big Bash at the start of this year for the Perth Scorchers. He looked shit. And that's being generous. Like, he looked like he was a shell of his former self. Like, it looked like he could not play pace anymore. Obviously, different conditions, India and Australia, but he looked shithouse. And then now gets to the IPL and he looked incredible, just dominated down there at Chinnaswamy. 730 runs, you average over 56, you're feeling pretty solid. Shubman Gill, Shubman Tendulkar, the man. Ooh, I mean, we know what he was capable of before this season, but he just took it to another level this year of the IPL. Still in the playoffs, so he's got to be the contender to go on and win this orange cap now. If he can put on a few, you know, half centuries, he's going to win the orange cap, and it's going to be a massive, massive achievement for the young fella. I'm sure Sachin will give him a few rundowns and a few pat downs after the year, but job not done yet. He's got 680 runs, averaging over 56 himself. Yeah, back-to-back tons for him and Kohli as well, right? Wait, was Shubman back-to-back as well? Yeah, Shubman was back-to-back tons as well, I believe. So, I mean, just an incredible achievement, isn't it? What a guy. Tons in all formats now. He is him. And he's not the future of Indian cricket. He is here. He is the future. That's what I'm trying not to say, but he is the present, is what I meant to damn say. Jaiswal, Probably still a bit of the future. I still think he's got a few things that he'll probably get better at. But, man, this guy, what a story he has. What a man. Inspirational. Love watching him bat. He's one of the most sexiest left-handers going around. We love him. Devon Conway, another sexy left-hander. Just a super underrated season for CSK, and explains why they are in the playoffs. Him and Gaikwood, fantastic this year. Purple cap time. Whoa, okay. Mo Shamgod and Rashid Khan, both with 24 poles each. So, who's going to take it out in the playoffs? I mean, the next game is in Chennai, so it's going to be a bit of spin. So you would imagine that man Rashid Khan may just take a few poles and go ahead in that one. So Shami, I mean, Shami's been fantastic. He's had that problem with his wife that he's been dealing with as well, and still bowling incredible. Rashid Khan, he's pretty good. Yuzi Chahal, the all-time leading wicket taker now, just doing his thing. The man Piyush, wow, he did slow down a fair bit towards the end of this season. He was so consistent all the way till about the last 2 or 3 games of their season. He was a bit shaky, but the man's just, incredible. And we love him over here. The GOAT, Tushar Deshpande and Varun Chakravarthi, both 20 poles each. The highest scores, Jaiswal, of course, with that 124. Didn't see a better knock this year. I feel pretty confident in saying that. Like, we've seen some unreal knocks this year, but although, don't get me wrong, Venki Iyer's knock was pretty fucking unreal. Suryu's was pretty unreal as well, but although Clarkson's was unreal too, huh? Although, if you make a century in anything under 65, 70 balls, it's a pretty good day at the office. Jaiswal, 124, doing it with a 200 SR. I mean, he's fucking unreal, isn't he? Like, and I just hope that Team India give him chances in their future up-and-coming series, against like West Indies, Ireland, and that sort of stuff. Henrik Klaasen, fantastic this year. Scored that century in the last game. Shupman Gill, again, fantastic all season. Venki Iyer, bit inconsistent, wasn't he, old Venki boy? I still thought he had a good year. Had that great ton. Was that against us? No, I don't think it was. I think it was against Gujarat. Prab Simran, 103. Thank God he scored that, because we wouldn't have made over 100 in that game. And Surya Kumar Yadav doing Surya Kumar Yadav things. So, yeah, those are all the big scores this season. Obviously, Kohli had a few tons in there as well. Best bowling figures, Mark Wood, 5 for 14. Man did that in the first game and then left. Bhuvi Kumar, 5 for 30. Sham God, 4 for 11. Makande, 4 for 15. Same with Chakravarthi. Batting average. Yep. Rinku Singh, 59 batting average. What a fucking legend. What a king. And not surprised there. I mean, essentially, he is the highest average run getter this season, because, of course, we're not counting this. This guy had 1 innings in his entire career. So, Rinku Singh essentially at the top for us, and what a breakout season onto the scene, huh? Shupman Gill, no surprise. Faf, and Cam Green works himself into that there for a guy that opened, batted at 3, batted at 4, 5 at times as well. Just super, super good. Started off the year pretty slow, but got going and then had that century at the end. Bowling average, pretty much the same shit. Most hundreds, Shupman and Virat Kohli. That would make all the Indian fans very happy. Most 50s, Faf. The other names amongst there. Most economical bowlers. Yep. Fifers. Yep. And sixes. Shivam Dubey. Rinku Singh gets himself in there. Fours, Jaiswal. And boundaries, the man Jaiswal. So, hey, that is going to cap off this video. I just wanted to make a video going through the regular season statistics, the up-and-coming matches, the playoffs coming up, the table, how it finished at the end of the regular season, and just going through each team and discussing what kind of was their weakness and what was their, what do you call it? What's the opposite of weakness? Strength, thank you. But hey, that is going to cap off. This is going to cap off this video. Make sure you comment down below how your team went this season, your team's disappointments, your team's positives, if your team is still in the playoffs, if you're feeling confident that you might win. Let me know. I want to hear it all down below in the comments. But hey, that is going to cap us off. I hope we all enjoyed, and I'll see everyone in the next